Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome back to another segment of the Pure Money tools that have been certified and stamped by Mr. Pure Money himself. I utilize each and every one of these tools in my business, and I want to make sure that I'm sharing this exact same information with you so you can utilize it in your business as well. Each one of these tools have helped me scale to a 7-figure business, and I'm almost for certain it can do the exact same thing for you. Today, guys, we will be talking about another one of my favorite tools, and I know you guys are probably hearing me say this often, but QuickBooks. Yes, we will be talking about QuickBooks today. Now, QuickBooks, guys, this is where all of my money is generating. Well, not generating, what it's running through. It allows me to keep account of my money, as well as it allows me to quickly run reports. So definitely, if you're looking to get into the government contracting space, as you're trying to get the certifications that you need in order to properly get approved, they're often going to ask you for things like profit loss statements. They also want to see, how much revenue is being transacted through your business, and this will all be done right here through QuickBooks at a click of a button. You'll be able to get that information to not just give it to the government, but banks too. People aren't going to loan you money if your books are not in order. And this is a software that, again, I utilize to make sure that I keep my books completely in order. Not only does it do that for the business, but your credit card transactions, you'll link to your QuickBooks. So now you can easily go inside of QuickBooks and move those transactions to the proper places that they need to go for taxes later on. But most importantly, so you can see, right? So you can see out into the future what your money's doing. This is very important to building a business, is to know exactly what it is that your money's doing so you can know how to operate out here in these streets. So again, if you ever get lost and need to find this information again, know that you can visit travisknows.com/tools, and it'll bring you to all of the Pure Money tools that we utilize in our business to help us generate the 7 figures. So don't forget to check that out. But let's dive into it. I know what you guys are here for. You are here to find out about the QuickBooks. How's it going to help you out in your business? So again, this will be the screen that it looks like. I'll have a link below this video here that you'll be able to click on and register for QuickBooks. Now, I'll give you this heads up. Let me click right here so you guys can see this. And no, I'm not just telling you this because I get $50 off of it, which I do get $50 off of it when you click the link. But you can see that you also get $50 off when you click that link, and you get the subscription for 50%. So again, make sure that you click the link to register. You're not going to be able to take advantage of these perks right here. So it'll be in the description under the YouTube video, as well as, again, it will be provided on the website right below this video. But when you get here, this is what it'll look like. You can take a look at what the pricing plans are. As you can see, it's not really a lot of money. I utilize it at the $40 a month rate. My accountant is also connected to my QuickBooks account, so we are both staying up to date. He knows what I'm doing, and I know what he's doing. And don't be like the athletes out there, right, where they make all this money and you end up hearing the horror stories of how people have robbed them. And that's because they're not utilizing software and things of this nature that they can quickly click buttons and find out information. Again, it's real hard to run a business without the right systems in place. So once you get here, you'll log in. This is one of my accounts. Again, I do all of my businesses through QuickBooks. This is my nonprofit one. I really don't do too much transactions through there, so I decided I'll use this one for the demo for you guys. I know y'all want to see what those books look like for that $4.4 million opportunity, but I can't show you that one. That would be too good. But anyways, let's dive in here. As you can see, you're going to get your dashboard right here of your QuickBooks, and it makes it real simple. And as you can see, I've had money come in here, so I need to label it and categorize it. So when I do go run the reports and taxes at the end of the year, again, everything will be at a click of a button for what I need. If we look here on the left hand side, again, you can connect your bank account to it. You can connect your credit card to it. So you can start to see the transactions as they come in. And as I stated before, you need to categorize these things. So again, you can click on certain buttons and create rules. So let's say you're paying a bill all the time. You're going to create a rule so every time that transaction comes into your system, it automatically goes where it needs to be. So it's now going to the correct categories, guys. This is where a lot of small businesses lose out on money, because they're not categorizing how they're spending the money. They're not keeping a track of what's going on. You must keep track of your money, especially when it comes near the end of the year, man. You really have to take a look at your books, because I don't know about you guys, but I like to move money at the end of the year, because if I don't move it, I'm going to lose it by paying it in taxes. So I need to be able to quickly see how much money I need to get rid of, how much money that I can live off of, and everything else needs to go into storage, tax avoidance, or else again, Uncle Sam's going to come get it. Your sales. All of my entrepreneurs out there, if you're selling products or anything of that nature, or if you're a coach like myself, and I would go over into the other system, but I don't have it programmed in this one. You literally would do it right here, and boom, you can actually set up your entire invoicing and everything right here in QuickBooks. Make it real, brand it with your company logo and things like that of that nature. And you could even do text payments, email payments. You can set up a swipe. You can even come right here and create a link, right? So again, this gives you an opportunity to have a real system powering your business, and you're not losing transactions. The other thing, your customers, definitely with government contracting. If I was into my government business, when I sell products and things of that nature, I now get to put the product in the system, put in there how much it costs me, and now I can mark in there how much I'm paying out in the field. So again, I have data, concrete evidence. So when I'm in front of somebody, I know exactly what my profit margins are going to be, because it's already loaded up right here. See, again, a lot of companies get lost when they're selling products and things of that nature, because they don't have the system behind them powering this information. We are in 2022. You have to move things quickly, and data is going to be of importance. And your transaction data is definitely of importance. So again, we can now put all of our customers in here, our leads in here, any products that we may have, we could put it in here. Now, when we come down here to our expenses or whatnot, let me see. So anytime you have those expenses, you can label them right here. And again, I can actually go inside here, and I don't really be looking at this account, so I'm actually looking at it. So it'll say owners paid for my Gold's Gym membership. All right, but whatever. So we'll label that over there, the nonprofit, because the nonprofit got to work out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's a method for another story. But we'll label this stuff up so we can run the reports, and boom, it'll spit us out all the information. Now, another great thing that I like about this is the payroll feature. Now, if you're a business that's going to be having employees, you can set your employees up here, as well as you can set your contractors up here. I told you, this is like a one-stop shop of your money, right? You can pay attention to all of your money, and this is actually here where you can come, you can label those contractors. If you're paying them out in the payroll, all of their W-2 information could load up. The whole nine. So anytime you add an employee, it would just be automation. It would go to their email. They would fill out their W-2 information, boom, and spit it out. This is automatically going to take taxes out of your employee's check, as well as it's going to charge you for the taxes too. And at a click of a button, you could submit your quarterly taxes to your state government, and of course your federal IRS information. At a click of a button, you'll be able to submit that information there as well. Your workers' comp and things of that nature, if you want to actually provide health benefits and 401k plans. If I was in my other system with my employees, you would be able to see more information And you could see how you could set up all of their benefits right there and it'll all be under one house. As I stated before, time tracking, you can utilize this to set up time tracking for your employees as well as your contractors. So again, we're doing government contracts and things of that nature. I need to account for people's time. This is where they come and sign in. And again, now it's all going to be calculated into my system. So when I go to invoice the government, literally it's just a couple click of a button. Everybody's labeled and categorized correctly, and it's exactly how the government wants to see their invoicing. And boom, it's all automated, so it's not taking me a bunch of time to do this. And most importantly, it's keeping everything organized. Again, this is one of the major problems that we have in our minority-owned businesses is our books. Our books are extremely nasty, and we have to get control of them faster. And again, that's why I'm bringing this software here to you. Now, the reports, guys, this is the beauty, the brains, and the power behind this software right here. This allows you to quickly see what's going on. Every single day, I take a look at my profit and loss sheet. Like, I want to know how I did. How am I moving forward with my goals? You know, if I have a goal of making $1 million, I need to make sure I'm on track. And the only way that I could do this is to look at the money. You know, again, in our community of minority businesses, like, we're scared to look at the money. Sometimes it's in the negative and we're scared to look at that, but you need to be real. You need to be truthful about what's going on, and you need to see if you're operating in the negatives. Because if you're operating in the negatives, then damn it, we got to either cut expenses or make more money quickly. But what we can't have happen is we go all the way to zero. Right, where the bank account hits zero because we didn't have the systems in place to show us that we've been losing money for the last 7 months. We cannot go down that path, and it'll stop today. Again, that's why I'm showing you these systems so you can put them in place. Just like everything else, there will be a learning curve. Don't think that just because you purchased it today that everything will start working out for you. But you do have to get your base going right. If you're a new business getting started, that is great because now you can have fresh books. Taxes. You can actually look at your sales taxes if you're selling products or things of that nature. Again, if you're running employees, taxes come out of an employee's check. What is it? 7.65%, I believe, or 62% or something like that here in the state of Maryland that I gotta pay as an employer, and the employee has to pay. And that's like the Medicare taxes, Social Security taxes, all of that stuff where you run books with an employee. So that being noted, you need to make sure you charge that much extra more to your client because you're going to have to pay these employees, and you don't want that coming out of your profit. Okay. But anyways, products and things of that nature, so you don't get in trouble selling products without taxes, you can label all of your taxes right here. Mileage. All of my people driving and things of that nature, again, it can track the mileage for you. You load this bad boy up on your phone, I mean, it's going to auto track the mileage. Again, we have to put the right tools in place so we can make things happen. Your accountant, again, if you have an accountant or whatnot, they'll know how to go through your chart of accounts. Your chart of accounts is actually what keeps you on track. Now, again, remember, I told you this is like my dummy account right here, my real account. We got all of these charts labeled out a whole lot better and a whole lot organized because that's involving the government, and we couldn't make it like that. But again, this is where you're going to make sure your books are right in your chart of accounts. As I stated before, your accountant can be attached to it so they could go ahead and run those things for you. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything else? Your W-2s, your 1099s at the end of the year, they can all be printed out right here through QuickBooks. Again, I wanted to show you, let me see if I can actually come here to one of my other accounts so I can show you guys when I was actually running my ride share service. Again, I was utilizing QuickBooks. So don't think that, again, you cannot use QuickBooks for a lot more that it has to offer here. So I believe I'm hearing, as you guys can see, like you could put your brand up here at the top with your logo. But I was trying to see if my sales page has it up here. I haven't utilized this in quite a while as far as for the ride share side, and they've did some updates. But no, as you guys can see, these are actually some of the products of how I had to set it up for QuickBooks to understand. Like, again, I'm doing ride share. QuickBooks don't know about car ride sharing and whatnot, so I had to make it make sense, right? And here's my sales, and then I attached it to hours. So now when I print this out and I need to charge my client, again, the sales price will be $28. I would know how much it costs me. So now I can quickly run a report and see how much money I'm losing versus how much money it is that I'm making. And that's exactly how that system operates there. So again, that is QuickBooks. This is how any small business can utilize this to operate what they have going on. Don't forget, when you do utilize the link below that I'll have in the description, as well as on travisknows.com/tools, you get $50. I get $50, which is pretty dope. And then again, most importantly, once you register, you can tell somebody else about it and you can start earning $50 as well. Imagine when you have 500 people that have signed up for ClickFunnels because you talked about it, and now you get $50. Multiply that by 500, and you don't have to do any work other than putting that link out there and allowing people to click on it. And that's what we teach you about here under Pure Money as well. But also, you're going to get 50% off of your subscription. Once again, every tool that I'm bringing to you, I utilize in my system. I believe that all small businesses should be utilizing, if not this tool, then something like it. But if you are going to utilize this tool, then make sure you click the link below. Yeah, that was a whole lot better there. Make sure that you guys are following me on all of my social media channels so you can stay up to date with what I got going on here. I hope that this information was able to help you get started getting your books in order. Don't forget, you can always visit travisknows.com/tools to find out about all of the latest, greatest things out there to help your small business thrive here in building your business on the internet.